Hey, so I hold in my hand a great book. I'm holding on camera here, YouTube and on Facebook. And hopefully, if you're listening and you want to go back and check us out by about 11 o'clock this morning, we will post the show on video. And you could check out this great book called The Divided Era by Thomas Del Beccaro. He's been with us before. He did such a great job with us. We asked him to come back, and he's kind enough to join us this morning. Thomas,
Always
welcome,
good to
man.
see you.
Good.
A lot of people in California like you out there. I posted that they were going crazy over that. I met you.
No, it's a great state, great people. The work ethic of the film industry is second to none in California. That's the one thing people don't know. And then what they had to go through with the fires. Is it settling down there a little bit now?
It is. In fact, where I lived in the Bay Area was the worst air quality in the world because it just came straight downwind and sat there. Visibility was
just
like a
recently
mile
you're
and a half.
talking.
Yeah, last week until it rained.
Wow, man.
There were in my office. The systems couldn't handle it. You could smell the smoke inside buildings.
Holy moly!
It was like 60 times worse than whatever. But part of that is government policy, not spending money on thinning out these areas.
The president touched on it. I mean, with Gavin Newsom and with Jerry Brown right there. I couldn't believe he said that. But that's why people like Donald Trump, because he said it right there. That is true that they did that, right?
It is, and even near where I live, it's so overgrown that it would just explode. It's scary. That's why I don't like living up in the mountains or something like that, because there's no way out. But California had a rough election, and if you're on center right, California is going to move pretty dramatically left.
And it's not stopping, and not in Jersey and New York as well, Thomas, because Ronald Reagan, man, Schwarzenegger, great Republicans, great conservatives from California. Doesn't seem like that's going to be Chuck Woolery. He's holding his own. We love Chuck.
Yeah, we do. The problem for Republicans out there, and I wrote about this in the Epoch Times, is they don't concentrate on issues. When Republicans put stuff on the ballot, initiatives that with strong ideas like tax reform or three strikes or whatever it was, they do well. But in California, they're afraid to stand up on a particular issue. They just want to run, I'm a nice guy or I'm a moderate. Well, a moderate doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't fill the pothole. Doesn't give you health care.
Yeah.
You got to put in a specific idea to match a specific problem, and you can do well. And sadly, they're not willing to do that.
So I was glad you came on the show, because you met Eric Garcetti, the mayor of Los Angeles, a couple years ago with Dr. Sheila Carr at an event she had. And he walked in. This guy is a star. I'm telling you, because I could tell, because I'm old, and I could see who makes it, who doesn't make it, who's going to make it. And I could see it. The guy's got swagger. He's smart. He's measured. But and I say this with respect to Mayor Garcetti, what a mess Los Angeles is with the homeless. Because, my son is there. I don't think Joey would mind me telling you. Thomas, he's moving out. The taxes just drove him out.
And they're going to raise them again. Garcetti does have a personal presence about
Yeah.
him. Both San Francisco and L.A. have horrific homelessness. You can't even walk the streets in San Francisco.
And forgive me, Thomas. I don't want to be graphic this early in the morning. Forgive me for interrupting you.
That's all right.
The waste, man. The waste.
It's beyond that. So I had some mail came to my house from my daughter. She lives on Nob Hill in San Francisco. Nob Hill.
Wow.
She goes, "Oh, Dad, don't send it to my house because the homeless steal the mail."
Oh my gosh!
And this is one of the nicest areas in town. And I thought to myself, "What way is this to live?"
Yeah, and they never rectify it. They never take care of it. It's like homeless here in New York. It's epidemic.
They blame it on others instead of actually doing something about it. I don't know where California is going to go. The top income tax rate's 13.3. 13.3.
Yeah.
And now they want to do a service tax on all
Oh my Lord.
Attorneys, accountants, finance guys, which will effectively put their state tax rate at around 18%. That's insane. That's just the state. And then they got to pay. So there could be some flight. We're going to see what's going to happen in California.
But it's happening in Jersey, man. We lost Jersey. And I mean, just because the progressives are moving in, New York is gone. Yeah. You can see it. You can't live here. And you know what's ironic? Because this is a progressive socialist agenda that they have. You're just making it easier for the rich, the very, very rich. It's the very, very rich, and then the rest of us.
Absolutely. That's what California's become hollowed out, because the middle class has gone to red states like Texas,
where they
can find jobs.
Exactly
I
right.
can tell you how many of my friends moved in the last 12 months out of California to Texas alone. And
Yeah.
the number just keeps growing.
You're up by San Francisco way.
30 miles east. And, part of the divided area, you know what it is, Joe, is
Yeah.
this sorting out into, you want to hang out with people you like, right?
Yep.
Yankee fans go to watch the game with Yankee fans. Red Sox fans really shouldn't be allowed to do anything. But they just separate themselves out. So we move to Texas, right?
Yeah.
Where we have people that we want to be with. And so the red state, blue state divide is getting deeper, which of course creates greater division, harder to get the country to unify.
What do you think, Thomas, that is going to happen in Mississippi today?
Okay, so if the Republicans don't win this seat, and they will have given away 2 Deep South seats, I can't believe it. Of course, the media is going overboard with perhaps the comments that this woman made. I mean, she's led a decent life. I mean, they let Robert Byrd be Senate leader, and he was KKK guy.
Yeah.
But if she makes this, I think she's going to win. If she doesn't, boy, the Republicans are going to have problems.
Yeah, and then
I think she wins.
Yeah, I think she wins too. I think she wins too. And when the president goes out, they show up. I mean,
tell Roy Moore that.
Yeah,
So that's my concern, but I still think she wins.
Yeah.
And then you create a situation in the next 2 years politically, where the Democrats are in the House. They can't really pass legislation, so they're going to practice shutdown politics. No budget. Continuing resolutions, let's shut down the government, and it's going to be rancorous.
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you think about this caravan situation? I said it on the air. I opened the show saying, and I know this, and I feel so bad for the picture and the optics.
Right.
I saw it coming. It was a concerted effort. I saw it from day one.
Made for television event.
You know what?
Do you think if television didn't exist, and I'm pointing at
Please.
you, do you think if television didn't exist that this would be occurring at all?
Yeah, you're right.
No,
and
they gin it up.
Didn't you see, as soon as the Kavanaugh situation went south on the Democrats, as soon as it seemed ridiculous, and look who these Democrats, how they went after this Dr. Blasey Ford girl, this poor girl. I felt sorry for her that she was used the way she was. They crushed her. Then, there's a caravan coming up, and I knew that optic yesterday, the poor gal with the 2 kids, our heart is seared by those people. What is she doing there? Who are these people that put her in harm's way like that?
Look, the number of rapes that occur on the way over, and we encourage them. The Democrats encourage them to come, not caring about the first 1,500 miles where they can die.
Yeah,
it's horrible. So this is a made-for-TV event. But the answer to world poverty is not open borders in the United States. And remember when Trump said they're going to climb the walls and do stuff with that, and Acosta said, "Oh no, they won't."
Yeah, Acosta was the one. Who talked about that yesterday? Britt Hume was mentioning it. Was it Hume or Brett Baer? Somebody said something on Fox yesterday. Exactly that. They called out Acosta, this Acosta character, for saying that. It's embarrassing. This is the name of the book. It's called The Divided Era by Thomas G. Del Beccaro. This is a great read. I'm holding it up right now, and you can check it out. If you're listening and you're driving to work, if you could just check us online at am970theanswer.com, you can check this book out. Thomas, thanks, man. I don't know, are you feeling hopeful about this whole thing with the Democrats taking over the House? Is there any hope? Or could you give us a glimmer of hope before you leave us this morning?
I think sadly, I think this is going to be the most divisive we've been since the 1850s. What I'd like the president to do is just watch them and stand above them and say, look, this is not helping the country.
Yeah.
This is people wanting to be in office.
Yeah.
You hired me not to be in office, but to fix things.
Yeah.
If he can do that, then I think we'll get to a better place. How about that?
Well said. I love it. That's a high note. Thomas, thank you so much. Check that. This is the name of the book right here, The Divided Era. Thomas G. Del Beccaro. He's Italian. Okay, it's all right. Not enough Italians on the Piscopo show. Jersey Joe on the radio. It's 8:37.